One of the biggest mistakes that we do when we are trying to plan and prepare ourselves and comparing our lives with others to gauge how much success we have achieved and whether or not we have achieved at anything at all is that we make a comparison with us, uh, against the idols who we want to emulate, and we talk about the likes of Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and we talk about how they are workaholics, how much time they push in to their work, and how dedicated they are, how much hard work they're pumping into their days. Musk is working possibly over 100 hours a week. That's kind of way above the average number of hours that a normal human being works. This comparison that we do is absolutely wrong, and I'm talking in from perspective of psychology, and this is possibly one of the reasons that we always dwell in a sense of gloom, in a sense of underachievement, even though we have ourselves achieved a reasonable amount of success. Now let me try to elaborate on that and tell you what I mean by that. What I mean is, let's take a different kind of example. Let's say you have a Ferrari and you have, let's say, a car from Maruti. All right. So let me ask you a question. When a Maruti picks up a speed of 120 kilometer per hour, and when the Ferrari picks up a speed of 120 kilometer per hour, and both are running on a race track, given that all other conditions are same, which one would be traveling faster? The answer is pretty simple. Both will be traveling at the same speed. So because both are traveling at 120 km per hour, right? So if both are traveling at the same speed, then why would I buy a Ferrari over a Maruti car, or a Tata or a Nissan or whatever? The reason is that if both the cars are at zero, then possibly the Ferrari will go from 0 to 120 km per hour in, let's say, 8 seconds, and the Maruti will take maybe well up to a minute or at least 50 seconds to reach up to 120 km per hour. So that's the difference. The difference is not speed. The difference is acceleration. How quickly each of the cars can attain a particular speed. Now, when we are comparing each of us, like, what makes the difference between the Maruti car and the Ferrari? The difference is the make. The difference is what is inside the engines. Now, the goal for both the cars is not to measure how quickly they achieve the speed. It's a good thing to have. It's a good to have. Like, if I can attain it in 8 seconds over 50 seconds, it's always good to have. But the goal is not how quickly you are achieving the speed. It's the goal is that you are eventually achieving the speed of 120 km per hour. So when I am comparing myself with Elon Musk, I need to understand that I am a Maruti and Elon Musk is a fucking Ferrari. So depending on the make, the genetics, the tenacity that he has, the environment that he has grown up into, the kind of education that he has received, the kind of people he has mingled into, the problems, the challenges, the opportunities, the decorum, the discipline that has come into his life are different, are entirely different than what has come into my life. So my goal can also be to attain maybe a similar kind of success that he has achieved. But the point is not, it would be a futile comparison if I'm comparing myself right now with Elon Musk. That, hey, Elon Musk is maybe, I don't know what, like 36, 38, and maybe 6, 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, elder than me, and he has achieved so much, and I'm still stuck in the same job, the 9 to 5 job, the regular job, working on regular projects. I am not a success. That's not really the truth. I am taking my time to accelerate. He has taken his time to accelerate. And that's one of the primary reasons why you shouldn't be comparing yourself with other people, celebrities, TV stars, movie stars, sports stars, writers, authors. You are on your own journey. The only thing, the only person you should be comparing yourself with is the person that you were yesterday. So long you are making progress, so long the Maruti is making progress from 0 to 2 kilometer per hour, from 2 km per hour to 10 km per hour, from 10 km per hour to 20 km per hour, from 20 to 40 km per hour, from 40 to 80 km per hour, so long it is making us progress upwards, then we are good. Then it is going towards its goal. And eventually you will realize that the goal is just a psychologically bluff that your mind has concocted, that's something to give you a vision, that's something to give you a direction to work towards. Eventually there are no goals. When you reach the goal is like, we have this ghost called Alia in Bengali. What it does is, you see a ghost maybe 500-700 meters from you in the dark, and it calls you, it beckons you from a person that you love. Maybe it assumes the form and voice of your friend, of your beloved, of your family members, and it calls you. And under the illusion or under the hypnosis of that ghost's influence, you work towards him. And when you cover that 500-meter distance, you find that the ghost is even 500-meter further away. And when you keep on going in that direction, you end up in a ditch, you end up in a pond, and you die. That's the tactics of how the ghosts work. Goals, it's a funny thing that goals and ghosts both start with G. So anyway, goals, they also work on a similar way. The end goal are not so stringent, it's not so necessary. Like I would say that I would trade anything to be at Elon Musk's place. Like that's can be a nothing can be a bigger goal for me. But if you ask Elon Musk or an interview, have you achieved your goal? What would he reply? No, certainly not. Tesla is going down the radar. Investments are dropping. There are so many failures in SpaceX. Yes, there has been a recent success, but there are failures in SpaceX. And colonization of Mars, or even sending one person to Mars, is yet far away. That's still a distant vision, a distant dream, but he's working towards it, and he's still working towards his goal. Even being Elon Musk, he's still working towards his goal, and me being me, I'm still working towards his goal. So the Ferrari and Maruti doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, it would be good if I were at Elon's place. It would be good if I were at any other place than at this position where I'm presently, but that really doesn't matter. Like I told you, the only person you should be comparing you with is yourself, the person you were yesterday or day before yesterday. So long you are making progress, be happy, be rejoiced. That is the only thing that really matters. The end goal doesn't really matter. There is no end goal, there is no actual destination. Like all these are myths and lies that are concocted to control you, to keep you disillusioned, or to keep you under a charm, a spell, so that you get up every morning, you keep working. But anyway, you have a goal, work towards it, but always try to take a step further today than you were yesterday. So long that's happening, I would say that you are reasonably successful in your life, and the journey should be pretty much interesting.